In a recent revelation, an investigation by Plus 972 magazine, Local Call, and Visual Researchers has uncovered that the Israeli military allegedly used fabricated 3D animations to justify the destruction of Gaza's Al-Shifa Hospital. The Israeli army released videos depicting Hamas tunnels beneath the hospital, suggesting its use as a command center. However, the investigation found that these animations were not based on classified intelligence, but were sourced from publicly available digital assets. Some of these assets were even taken from video games, online content creators, and a Scottish maritime museum. The investigation analyzed dozens of 3D animations published by the Israeli army and discovered that many of the digital assets used were not from classified intelligence, but were sourced from publicly available digital assets. Some of these assets were even taken from video games, online content creators, and a Scottish maritime museum. The use of such fabricated evidence raises serious questions about the credibility of the Israeli military's claims regarding the presence of Hamas infrastructure beneath Al-Shifa Hospital. International organizations and human rights groups have called for independent investigations into the destruction of the hospital and the alleged use of fabricated evidence to justify military actions. As the situation continues to unfold, the international community remains concerned about the implications of these revelations for the ongoing conflict and the humanitarian crisis in Gaza. The use of fabricated evidence to justify military actions underscores the importance of transparency and accountability in conflict situations. Independent investigations are crucial to ensure that all parties adhere to international laws and standards, particularly regarding the protection of civilian infrastructure and the provision of humanitarian aid. In conclusion, the alleged fabrication of evidence by the Israeli military to justify the destruction of Al-Shifa Hospital highlights the need for rigorous scrutiny and accountability in conflict situations. As the investigation continues, it is imperative that all parties involved uphold their obligations under international law and work towards a peaceful resolution to the conflict. The international community must remain vigilant and demand transparency to prevent the manipulation of information that can exacerbate the suffering of civilians caught in conflict zones.